Hello everyone. I have had a few requests to do a video tutorial on how I do my crystal manicures. So that's what the demonstration will be about today. As you can see, I do have one of my crystal accent fingers done today. It is done with Swarovski Siam color crystals along with some metal Japanese deco pieces. So for this demonstration I will be showing you how I assemble one of those crystal designs. I will be working on a swatch stick since my manicure is already done. For this swatch I have done 2 coats of Gel 2 sky blue color that I've cured each layer and then removed the sticky inhibition layer. A few other things that you'll need are top coat. You'll be using this over your design. Any top coat will do, whatever your preference is. And pretty much the most important thing for this is the gelish foundation. I use this as the glue to hold all those pieces in place. It is better than super glue in my opinion. And I haven't experimented with any other base, but I haven't felt the need to since the gelish works really well. So gelish foundation is going to be your glue. A few other supplies. You'll of course need your crystals. Any crystals will do. You don't have to use Swarovski. If you've got those acrylic stones, you can use those. I just prefer the Swarovski because I just think that they're prettier, they're shinier, and you have a lot more color options in my opinion. You can buy these online. A lot of places online will sell them by the stone, and that's a really great way to get a lot of colors and sizes without a whole lot of money. You can also use decoration pieces or deco pieces. In this instance I will be using these little 1mm round studs. These were imported for me from Japan, so they are quite pricey, but you can use these pieces over again if you're gentle with your soak off. I reuse these pieces all the time, so that will help you save some money as well. You can use any shape that you like. I'm just happening to use those, but you can use anything that you want. I'll be using one each of these circles here, but triangles, drop shapes, seed shapes, bars, you can use anything, whatever your imagination goes with. Another thing that I have that I would not do without for these crystal manicures is this little thing right here. This is called a magical pick, and this was suggested to me by one of the ladies on one of the nail sites that I am a part of. Thank you, Linda. And I wouldn't do without it again. It is the best thing for picking, for me, it is the best thing for picking up the stones. It has this little bit of rubbery, tacky material that is used to pick up the stones and deco pieces. And this end has a slanted, pointed end that is great for moving around those pieces whenever you get them down onto the nail. So, magical pick, and I'll put a link to where you can buy one of these in the section down below. I have placed a little bit of the gelish foundation on a tile piece, and I have placed some of the pieces that we're going to be using for this manicure also on another tile. I have an SS9 size here, an SS5 size here. We have the 2 circles that I'll be placing those pieces into to kind of make them look like a jewelry setting, and these small round metal studs for accenting around those circles. It'll be very pretty when it's finished. So let's get started. Once again, I'll take a little bit of using the slanted end of the magical pick, I'm just going to pick up a small bead of the foundation, and I'm going to put it onto the swatch stick and just spread it around to the approximate size of your largest piece. In this case, the largest piece will be that round, the metal circle. So once I get that spread around an approximate size for that, and because these our larger pieces, I do like to use a little bit more gel just to make sure I know that they're held firmly in place once it's cured. I'm going to use that sticky end, take the cap off, and we'll use the sticky end to pick up that metal round piece. Oops. And we'll place it into the gel. And then we'll use that pointed end again to move it where I want it. And again, sticky end, we'll pick up the blue crystal and place it right in the center. And that makes it look really quite nice, like it's set in a jewelry setting. Then I will do a little bit more gel along the sides. What I'm going to do with this is put those little round pieces. I'm just going to do 4 areas around that circle. Put those little round pieces to form a little triangle. So 3 of the little round studs go into here. And I'm not going to use I just did on that one, but it didn't want to let go very easily. And working with smaller pieces, you'll find that this sometimes will hang on to those small pieces. So I'm going to use the sharp end here that still has a little bit of gel on it, and then just pick up those deco pieces like that and place them into the gel. Now if you are going to shop for the Swarovski crystals online, like I said, one of the great things that you can check into are those sites that sell the ones by the stone. They run between 5 to 9 cents each, depending on the size that you get, and sometimes depending on the color. Some colors tend to be a little bit more than other colors, especially if they're one of their special effects, like their Aurora Borealis stones. And we'll just keep placing these studs along the side till I get them where I want them. And sometimes they'll turn upside down. That is where the patience is required. So again, if you're going to shop online for the stones, you'll probably see 2 things referenced for these. You'll see hot fix and non-hot fix. Hot fix is a stone that has a bit of glue on the back of the stone, and these are meant to be hot fixed, just that, to fabrics. Generally these are used in costumes. I prefer to use the non-hot fix only because I don't like that extra height that is added when they put that glue on the back of the stone. But certainly you can use the hot fix ones if you cannot find a color in the non-hot fix. And I've used the hot fix before. There's no reason that you cannot. It doesn't do anything different with your manicures. So there I've finished placing those small little round studs. Now I'm going to take a bit more, just another bead of the gel, and place it here where I'm going to place that smaller metal circle. I'll pick that up. Again, place it into the gel. I try not to get the gel on the sticky end. It doesn't work sometimes, but you can simply use a little bit of alcohol to take that off, and it works just fine. Picking up that blue stone, placing it in the center again like a jewelry setting, and I'm going to position that into place where I would like it. I'm going to place a couple more dots around the 3 points here and add more of those studs. Using the gel for these smaller pieces, I don't use a lot, and the reason for that for the small pieces is because they tend to kind of slide around in the design if you use too much of the gel. So go a little easy if you're using smaller pieces and smaller stones as well. And I'm going to place this last little stud on this side. I'm going to position these where I would like them. And again, you can work with this as long as you like until you're actually ready to cure it. And of course, once you cure it, it's locked in place. So that looks good to me. It looks pretty even. If you're ready to go ahead and cure that, pop it into the UV light or LED light. My bottle of gelish says 10 seconds for the base coat. I typically do it for 30 seconds because that's the default setting on my that I have for my lamp, and that's just what I cured at. I've never had any problems doing it that way either. I have done another sample that I have cured and applied a layer of top coat, so you can see what the finished product would look like once you're ready to finish your design. So that is how I assemble my crystal manicures. See, that wasn't very hard. Just some patience and a little bit of time. So I hope you found this video helpful, and until next time, see you later.